There's a strong, familiar look about that Hibs team, although manager Alec Miller has had to replace Tommy McIntyre in central defence. The man coming in is the former Dundee United and Luton Town defender, Dave Beaumont. The experienced Neil Orr continues in the number 2 jersey in the absence of young Willie Miller. Keith Wright made his Scotland debut in midweek to crown a marvellous season, which has made his £500,000 transfer fee from Dundee appear the bargain of 1991. His goals tally so far for Hibs is 17. Celtic are without Tommy Coyne, who's suspended, but they have Charlie Nicholas restored to full fitness to take his place up front, where he'll be supported by Gerry Creaney and Joe Miller. Mike Galloway is relegated to the bench to make way for Tom Boyd, who plays his second game for Celtic following his transfer from Chelsea in exchange for Tony Cascarino. The former Motherwell captain is hoping to add to his 6 Scotland caps. And the referee this afternoon, Glasgow solicitor Jim Herald from Newton Mearns. He's in his 4th season as a Grade 1 official. Celtic, having won the toss, have invited Hibs to play down the hill in the first half. They normally don't like to do that by preference, but the players now sitting off in the conditions they dislike most for playing matches. A very strong, gusting wind, and the conditions will be very difficult indeed for quality football. Celtic keeping the ball on the ground early on. Here's John Collins, a former Hibs player, trying to find a way through. And clearance finds Gareth Evans for Hibs. It's followed across by White. And the referee acknowledges the linesman's flag to give the throw to Celtic. John Collins getting some treatment from the Hibs supporters. A tackle from the rear by Wright was a fair one, but here's Paul McStay for Celtic. Miller calling for the ball over the far side. That's a brilliant pass from McStay. Graham Mitchell facing Miller. And Mitchell looking very determined, did well defensively. McStay picks up the clearance though. Celtic sending lots of players forward. And the pass from McStay goes astray. Well, he's enjoying a rich seam of form, Paul McStay. So he'll be looking to continue that this afternoon, having missed the international in midweek for Scotland with a groin injury. Evans doing well, challenging Derek White. Tom Boyd's first involvement in the play. Boyd makes himself available to receive the pass from Gillespie. Here's Derek White, showing a lot of confidence on the ball. Here's Nicholas, supported well by McStay. The offside flag is up against Joe Miller. So progress is halted for Celtic. So Celtic appear to be using Joe Miller in that combined role from right midfield to the attack on the right side. So he'll be part of a 4-4-2 when Hibs have possession, and hoping to convert that to a 4-3-3 when Celtic are coming forward. Hibs setting up in their familiar, organised, well-structured 4-4-2 formation. There's Gareth Evans, beaten well by Gillespie. Gillespie kept his head well there as Evans cut off any intended pass back. Well, his experience was invaluable there. We're linking with McGinley. Space now on the right for Brian Hamilton. This is Weir. Now McGinley. Hamilton. Off balance when he tried the shot, Hamilton. He's only managed to find the net a couple of times this season, but he has been a real powerhouse in midfield beside Pat McGinley for Hibs in their successful run. So the setup here came from Pat McGinley, and there was Hamilton leaning back and scooping the ball over the bar. Here's Orr. White controlling that well for Collins. Hamilton wouldn't be denied though. Shooting chance presenting itself perhaps. This is Evans. The angle ball across, that's well judged by Marshall. Pat McGinley had sprinted 30 yards to get on the end of that at the far post. Good play again from Hibs. Gareth Evans waiting there as McGinley made the run from a long way back, but Marshall judged it well. Creaney trying to hold off Beaumont. Good support play by Miller. There's Collins. Well, seemed to have lost his bearings a little there because he had a chance to chest that down. Too far out, certainly, for a direct header at goal to trouble John Burridge. A match which promised to be full of genuine quality with two creative attacking sides, and undoubtedly at the moment being spoiled by conditions, although the players are trying valiantly to make the best of things. Here's Orr. Good running by Weir. He's in behind Boyd. Boyd enough pace though to get back. Well, one of the qualities of Tom Boyd there, evident for all to see, his tremendous acceleration there, because Mickey Weir was in behind him with a real advantage, but Boyd just stretched his legs there to backtrack on him. O'Neill playing it forward, and Charlie Nicholas charged from behind by Beaumont. Now past his 30th birthday, Charlie Nicholas. It's hard to imagine. Beaumont organising his defence. So Gillespie surveying the scene for the free kick. Right back in defence. There's McGinley. The only player up for Hibs is Gareth Evans. Good play by Celtic. Here's Charlie Nicholas. That was brilliant play from Celtic. Hibs were carved open by that intricate move with Nicholas at his best. Well, a great piece of play it was. Collins in the back field initially, Creaney helping it on there to Nicholas, and Burridge was left without a hope. Well, a cute little back field it was from John Collins, who started that off. That certainly has warmed up the Celtic supporters. Miller to Creaney. It's back with Morris. Awkward one for Orr. Here's Collins. Orr has done well already, allowing the Hibs defence to regroup, but here's Collins again. Faulted by Hamilton. Here's Weir. And Keith Wright steals that from Gillespie. Very sharp play that from Wright. Sending a long ball across, looking for Bud McLeod. And a high kick there by McGinley, giving a free kick. Well, a handball, I think, is given by the referee. A long, high ball across. There was Murdo McLeod going up for it. It went beyond him. And there was McGinley going in high on O'Neill. That's why it was a free kick. Here's Nicholas. Creaney. That's a good effort. Superb play by Creaney. John Burridge reacted extremely well on the Hibs goal. But there's no question this was quite deliberate on the part of Creaney. The chip shot designed to get the ball under the crossbar beyond Burridge. He was at full stretch there for that. Inventive play from the youngster. Corner flag blowing over there as Miller sends a corner across. Here's Paul McStay. And McLeod thumping the ball out. Well, Celtic looking menacing every time they get forward. And testing this Hibs defence to the full. Here's Boyd. Boyd again. Takes the return from McStay. Mickey Weir getting back the challenge, and the corner kick has been given. Well, that glare from Mickey Weir indicates that he didn't agree. Boyd working well on the left flank for Celtic. Nicholas taking this corner. This time Gillespie has gone up. Back again with Nicholas. That's for Collins. The chance is on in front of goal. 2-0 to Celtic. Gerry Creaney is the scorer. But Hibs badly caught out in defence. From the corner kick, the clearance was indecisive. This was a great ball played back inside, though, by Nicholas. It was caught there by Collins, who stabbed it into the gap. Creaney was on his own, he wasn't picked up, and Burridge again was left isolated and helpless. Well, Gerry Creaney getting his 15th goal of the season, putting Celtic 2 up after 26 minutes of the match. Here's Mitchell. Stay again on the end of everything loose in midfield. O'Neill striding through, using strength and skill. The pass finds Miller. No, didn't make it because the wind held it up, allowing Hunter to step in. There's Morris. Well, the intention was clear, but the execution didn't match it. Well, Ian really must be very satisfied with this performance from Celtic in the first half. Well, Burridge has decided to leave his area. Knock this into the enclosure. He goes scampering back to his goal. Such an enthusiast. Pass inside, found stay well enough. Ran into Hunter. There's McGinley. Keith Wright with Derek White. And White once again was quick enough. He's a genuine athlete at the back for Celtic. Stumble there by Boyd, allowing Weir to create for Hibs. The return comes from Keith Wright. That was excellent defending by John Collins. But he read that danger as soon as Boyd was in trouble in midfield with that stumble. Collins went sprinting back to deny Mickey Weir. Hamilton wins it back for Weir. Still makes day challenging. Now Creaney looking for Nicholas. Creaney goes in again and is beaten away by Burridge. And once again, total uncertainty in that Hibs defence. It is so uncharacteristic. No doubt the conditions are playing a part, but still the ball bobbing around there. No Hibs defender taking the initiative to go and win it, and Creaney almost beat Burridge, who made an excellent save. Nicholas swerving that in. That's good handling by Burridge. Now past his 40th birthday, playing with all the enthusiasm of a teenager. Well, Creaney almost got his second there. Evans. McLeod to McGinley. On the far side is Mitchell. Now Evans. Asking a lot there with that pass. Mitchell was supporting well, but really wasn't quite enough room for all that. Here's Joe Miller. Twisting and turning and trying to force his way past Brian Hamilton, who was guilty of a bit of jersey pulling there. The elusive player, Joe Miller, when he's in the mood, as he appears to be this afternoon. Here's Evans. A high challenge by White, acknowledged immediately by the defender. And the quick free kick has to be retaken. The referee, Jim Herald, has upset the Hibs players and management. Alec Miller is on the track. Well, it was a very good free kick taken quickly. Linesman Jim Carlin exchanging words with Alec Miller, who's clearly frustrated about that. Having said that, the linesman couldn't really influence the referee, who made his mind up there. There's Keith Wright trying to keep the ball in play. It's gone for a goal kick nevertheless. It's been a very tough first half for the New Scotland striker. On there by McGinley. Boyd was quick there, getting in ahead of Weir. Stay in trouble the first time in the match, losing possession. McLeod trying to pick up the run made by Mitchell. Referee Herald having a chat with Jim Carlin, the linesman. And let's see the outcome of this. been doing plenty of talking here to explain things to referee HERALD. And now Alec Miller is being spoken to. He certainly became irate about the fact that free kicks couldn't be taken quickly. Well, Miller appears to have a very reasonable approach at the moment, but I wonder if he's being banished to the stand. No, he's just had a warning. Well, showing his commitment to the Hibs cause once again. There's Collins running into Hamilton. He's won it back though. Mitchell with Miller. Here's Chris Morris. And free kick to Celtic. Mitchell will be in trouble here for that. Well, the ball was there to be played, and Mitchell is suggesting to the referee that all he was trying to do was play the ball as Morris tried to chest it beyond him. Well, there was the challenge. Morris going in there. Well, Mitchell certainly caught him very high, and the referee decided that that is worth the booking. The first yellow card of the match for the Hibs defender. Gillespie's free kick. Nicholas nodding it back. Hamilton playing that into space on the right. Evans as willing as ever to chase that, but hadn't any real chance of getting it ahead of Boyd. Gareth Evans being invited to calm things down a little. He was going in quickly behind Tom Boyd there, which upset the Celtic fullback. Headed away by White. Here's Evans. Hunter looks around, checks there's no difficulty about the pass back. Next stage, Heather finds Nicholas. Now Chris Morris. Miller trying to get the better of McLeod. He couldn't manage it though. Here's Hamilton. Weir available inside. The pass is too strong in these conditions, but Weir goes to retrieve it with help from Orr. Attempted to play that up the line. He's got a throw for Hibs, Neil Orr. So in the last minute of the first half, this Hibs attempt to get one back before the interval. Orr again, trying to get the ball into the danger area. Keith Wright nods it on, looking at Mother McLeod coming in behind him. Well, that's a very difficult pass to deliver in these conditions. The Hibs have then had uncharacteristic lapses at the back, which have contributed to all the problems. And these problems have resulted in the half-time scoreline, created first of all by Charlie Nicholas in 13 minutes. A back heel from Collins, a little pass from Creaney, and an excellent finish from Nicholas to make it 1-0. And then it was Gerry Creaney with help again from John Collins, who got the second in 26 minutes. So at half-time, it's Hibernian 0, Celtic 2. Conditions, if anything, are worsening for the second half, and that's saying something here this afternoon. The Celtic will play down the hill with the benefit of the win for the most part for this second half. This two-goal cushion justly earned by a fine first-half performance. And Hibs certainly have it all to do. This is the third league meeting of the season between the two sides, and it was 1-1 and 0-0 on the previous two occasions. But Hibs really will have to step up a gear and tighten up defensively if they're to create any problems in the second half of the Celtic side, which really is enjoying, ironically, in light of their off-field problems, very good spell of form. There's a fine tackle there by Hamilton on O'Neill. Gillespie plays it across for White. And there's Chris Morris. Forward it goes to O'Neill. Better play there. Mitchell wins it for Hibs. There's Hamilton. Oh, and Evans was taken very late by Gillespie. Well, the speed of Evans was a problem there for the Celtic defender. Really is very sharp indeed. There's Bowman's free kick. Gillespie's header. Creaney holding it up. trying to find Miller. A safe pass back, that. Beaumont's header. Morris gets there ahead of Martin McLeod. Here's Miller. Brought down by Mitchell. Well, Mitchell protests his innocence. So Miller waits to offer Morris a short free kick option. Lashed away by McGinley. Evans very quickly closing down Paul McStay. Nicholas with the back heeler. Here's Joe Miller. Inside it goes to Creaney. That's great play again from Celtic. Well, it was the imagination of Charlie Nicholas which opened up the Hibs defence again. This really was superb play, and Celtic could easily have gone 3 ahead at the end of this. As the ball was played in here, look at the part played by Nicholas, switching the point of the attack with that cute little back heeler. Miller going in, setting it square there for Creaney, who tried to place that into the corner. It's McGinley. Good forceful play. Evans with a return pass. Good play from Hibs. And Chris Morris getting back very quickly indeed to make that tackle. And we haven't seen much of that kind of play from Hibs. It's been a feature of their performances this season, that kind of inventive, aggressive play to the middle of the field, but it's been absent for much of the match so far. And let's see if that provides some inspiration. That's Mickey Weir. And the ball has curled out of play. Well, Weir battling against the wind as he goes back to his right wing position. It's a measure of the strength of the gusts of wind here at Easter Road. So the long kick out there. The defensive header from Mitchell. Good play from McGinley and from McLeod. Here's Hamilton. Now Weir. Collins going in fiercely there for Celtic in midfield. Morris to Gillespie. With McStay. Now Morris. Creaney well tackled by Hunter. That was too obvious, the pass from McGinley, allowing O'Neill to come inside. He's brought down by Mitchell. The free kick to Celtic. Well, Mitchell's living dangerously. He was booked in the first half with a couple of fouls already in the second half. There was O'Neill, and Mitchell out of reach there when he made that challenge. Goes O'Neill. Mitchell determined there to win that. Ball swerving away from Mickey Weir. In goes McLeod with McStay. McLeod trying to inspire by example there in the middle of the field. All very tough indeed, but Hibs have broken down the right with Mickey Weir. Evans and McGinley and Wright waiting in the middle. Still Weir going all the way himself and winning the corner kick. Well, Hibs have certainly been fired up for this second half. They're not prepared to stand back and admire Celtic. And Martin McLeod putting in 2 or 3 searing tackles there inside his own half to provide some inspiration for his teammates. Here's Neil Orr with the corner. Marshall's in trouble. White did well helping that on. Miller and Hunter clashing. The result is a throw to Hibs. There's Evans. Another away by Gillespie as far as Brian Hamilton. That back heeler finds Evans. Now it's with Beaumont. Chase on here for McGinley with Morris. A throw to Celtic. Well, Pat McGinley is one of those Hibs players who does not like to face defeat. Played forward by White. The wrong foot it would have appeared, but effective enough. There he goes again. Nicholas with the layoff. Here's Brian O'Neill. Now Miller. Hunter getting up well. Mitchell towards Weir. McGinley couldn't get the ball the way he wanted it, but he found Evans nevertheless. There's Orr. And Hamilton. Well tackled by Boyd. Here's Creaney. Well, Boyd made a very good run inside, looking for a pass. And Creaney elected to go it alone. So he's having a few words there from Tom Boyd, who wanted to open his Celtic account. Now Miller. Stopped well by McGinley. Right to Mitchell. Good running by McGinley. He's in behind Morris. And Morris recovered extremely well there for Celtic. Well, McGinley will not be denied. That's great play by the Hibs midfield player. Storming into the penalty area. There's Mother McLeod. Helped on towards right. Just bundled down by Derek White. Well, the Hibs players looking for a penalty kick, and referee HERALD waves them aside. Well, that was a controversial moment, all right, as White swarmed all over his man, Keith Wright, inside the penalty area. Well, I've seen penalty kicks given for much less than that. Creaney going in behind Hunter. He's on his own for the moment. We'll have to hold it up and wait for the support to arrive. And the Hibs covering was good enough. Mitchell to Tortolano. Up the line for Wright. Mitchell made a very good run, and had Gillespie not intercepted, he would have been in the clear. The ball didn't run out there. Bowman's in trouble. Chance on now for Celtic to clinch it. Here's Brian O'Neill. Well, that could have tied it up. He's won a corner kick, but what relief there for Dave Beaumont. Well, O'Neill, on that rueful smile, realises he could have tied the match up there and then. Dave Beaumont thought the ball would run out for a goal kick. It was held up in the wind, and he was almost very severely punished. Fulton. Boy, this possession play will suit Celtic, ideally, for the closing stages. Stays stepping away from McLeod. This is O'Neill. Brought down in a very clumsy fashion there by Graham Mitchell. Not so accurate with his right foot when he makes a challenge, as he is with the left. Well, from this position, a direct shot at goal could trouble any goalkeeper. Another change being made by Celtic. On comes Mike Galloway. John Collins has been withdrawn. Nicholas looks anxious to have a shot here. With this wind, it'll be very difficult if the ball gets past the wall. Oh, it's Fulton who tries. And a very good effort by Creaney on the turn. Burridge was very alert on the line for Hibs. Well, the free kick was taken in the end by Fulton after most people thought Nicholas would take it. And then Creaney went in behind Gordon Hunter to angle that shot across. A good save from Burridge. So Celtic have coped well in the second half, having done all the really good creative work in the first half. They had to battle for a good spell in the second half against Hibs, who came out with renewed determination, but Celtic have remained comfortably in front. Here's Charlie Nicholas. Now Fulton. Well, the cross is too long, and goal kick has been given. So referee Jim HERALD has had a look at his watch, because we're now in stoppage time. What looks to be beyond Hibs now. Playing for pride and for some consolation. Cloud didn't spot McStay coming in behind him. There's Gillespie. Mike Galloway's header. Here's McGinley. And the 1-2 with McLeod brings the match to an end. The Hibs certainly restored some pride and self-respect in that second half, but it was the first half performance from Celtic which earned the points. A thoroughly merited victory thanks to the opening goal from Charlie Nicholas, who made a very welcome return to the Celtic ranks, and then a second from Gerry Creaney in 26 minutes. He also pulled out a couple of fine saves from John Burridge in the first half. Hibs more like themselves in the second half. The task was too great.